Hi there, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Let's see what you are carrying, my friend.
Fine by me.
Where'd you pick that one up? Okay, that's all good. And we should actually
What is it?
we need to part ways now. I'm sorry. I think we should part ways for now, Boone.
If that's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I think. You should head back home.
Alright. Guess I'll be around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself. See you around.
And we lost his perk, and he actually goes away. But look what we have here.
Hey, no offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
This character actually is voiced by Felicia Day. The Grave.
Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
That actually is true. You live in a hole in the ground?
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Go ahead.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
Yeah, they're usually harmless unless you use advanced technology around them.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
This trip.
Ooh, very exciting. Gonna strike it rich, huh? I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together. Help each other out.
Sure thing. She's a very likable character. I enjoy her a lot. I don't think she's the best suited to my playstyle because I think Boone with his long-range weapon actually is much better. But I would always prefer having a fun character around over having a useful character around. That's why I like her a lot. But we will have other companions too to unlock their personal quests and stuff. But most of the time we will be traveling around with her. Don't you have a family to feed?
Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family.
You don't look like much. What do you bring to the table?
Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me along. If I turn out to be a burden, we can part ways at any time. No hard feelings.
Where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world. Looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
See, she wants to learn. Okay, let's travel together.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
Actually, I'm more comfortable now that I know you've had some training.
I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
So, if you take a look at her, she actually has...
What's up?
Actually, I wanted to look at her inventory, but let's chat up a storm first. That's cool too. I have questions I wanted to ask you.
He was dead when I got there.
Tell me about the Brotherhood of Steel.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my skill set. What do you want to know?
What's their purpose?
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power armor are usually tops on our list, although I appreciate anything that's vintage. But that all seems so limited now. We haven't grown or adapted, and now we're stuck in a hole, not carrying out our mission.
How did you get to be a member?
More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on. When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that.
What do you do for them?
I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
Do you like being a member?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people. Even if it's from themselves. It's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
What's the codex?
Ah, the codex. If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not not important. It documents our history, too. Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder... Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms.
They probably memorized them. Does the Brotherhood protect people from raiders or other threats?
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
Who is Father Elijah?
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Never mind.
Darn it! I had some spectacular answers coming too.
I like her. Tell me about yourself.
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
How can I best use your skills?
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Anything else?
Yeah. I've been taking things apart and putting them back together since before I said my first word. You want to build something? Talk to me, and we can do it right there on the spot. Workbenches are for novices. Who knows? I might even be able to show you a Brotherhood trick or two. My favorite...
What are your goals?
I want... a dress.
A dress?
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
That's your goal? You want a nice dress?
Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies before the war, they knew what they were doing.
Tell me something else about you.
Can I make it up?
Who was this Father Elijah to you?
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew, anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
Did you follow him from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb. But he was mad because we'd lost his power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How is that different from how any other elder would have reacted?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
Ever tried to talk sense into him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
How is that different? What did you learn from him?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
Tell me something else about you. No, where is he now? This is new.
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until he could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was in the note?
It was... strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was... something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it... I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world. Make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Tell me something else about you.
Like what?
Do you have any other family in the Brotherhood?
Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from... something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time. Like what?
Ever been in love?
Ever been nosy?
Yes.
I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love.
What happened?
She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
You didn't go with her?
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while. Like what?
Are you well respected among other members of the Brotherhood?
If you take trying to keep me as far away from Hidden Valley as possible because I ask too many difficult questions as a sign of respect, oh yeah. That's not to say I don't get along with them. I just think they don't know what to do with me sometimes. Like what?
Is there some place you wanted me to take you?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work. Like what?
And that's all. Okay. I want to discuss other things.
Ooh, got any juicy gossip?
Let's trade equipment.
Ooh, got something good for me?
She has a
Is it a
stick.
dress?
Yeah, actually I do. I happen to carry dresses around, especially for you. It may surprise you, but that is the case. If I can find them now. Great Khan suit armor. No, I'm not giving you that. It's gotta be somewhere, really. Eventually it will turn up. Pre-war casual wear. There was more than just one pre-war casual wear. We have to look at it again. Pre-war spring outfit. I think that's it. She didn't say anything about that.
What's up? See? Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Let's try that again.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress? Hey, a dress. Thank you. I am totally trying this on later.
Cool.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
No, not really.
Aw, you shouldn't have. It's just my taste. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Not quite yet, but maybe later. Oh, she doesn't respond to the sexy sleepwear. Okay. So you can... she wants to use a power fist, but she also uses melee, a 10mm ranged weapon, a 10mm pistol, although she doesn't like it that much.
Does jumping at them with my fists count as ranged? Fine. Yes! Finally! Everything is coming up for Veronica.
But I don't know.
Does jumping at them with my fists count as ranged? Fine.
Let's try and use the pistol. I guess range is just better, really. I mean, I don't want you to die. What's up?
Welcome to the 188 Slopping Shop. Like our slogan says, it's better than nothing.
Who are you?
Samuel Kerr at your service. Me and my daughter Michelle run this fine establishment. We came here from Prim about a month past. Doesn't look like much, but it's one hell of a location.
Why did you leave Prim?
Michelle and I ran a little shop in Prim till a prison break north of town spoiled it for everyone. Goddamn convicts just about shut down I-15. When traffic dried up, we took to our heels to find us some customers. I'm not one to sit around waiting to get saved, and Michelle ain't neither.
Why is business so good around here?
When 15 shut down, 95 became the route NCR citizens used to get to the Strip, or limp back home, after the Strip's drained them of caps. We get 'em coming and going. Coming, the suckers flush with caps they saved to gamble on the Strip. And going, the same folks. But now they're losers who'll trade you the shirt off their backs so they don't starve before they make it back home. Add in the troopers marching back and forth from McCarran and the Dam, and well, let's just say we don't miss Prim.
Okay, he repairs stuff
Let
too,
me see what I can do.
but he only has like a skill of 40. I'm better at repairing. I'd like to see what you have for
You
sale.
bet.
He doesn't have anything that I need. Goodbye. And why are you carrying 3 watches? This is his daughter, Michelle.
Welcome to the 188 Sloppin' Shop. How can I help you?
Who are you?
Name's Michelle. My dad and me run this store. His name's Samuel. I take the day shift and he takes nights. We came here about a month ago when Prim went to hell on account of the prison break north of there. Found a bin to call home and set up shop.
Why'd you settle in this dump?
There's more to the 188 than meets the eye. Troops move back and forth on 93 all the time, and 95 is how NCR folks come and go from Vegas. No shortage of customers, so long as Legion raids south of here don't get worse anyways.
Why is this place called 188?
You do know these old roads were numbered, right? We're standing where the 95 and 93 meet, and 95 plus 93 equals 188.
I get it. What do you know about Legion raids?
Not much. I hear some folks got killed down by Nelson. Or was it Novak? I don't know. If they come up this way, me and Dad'll go someplace else.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Have a look.
And she pretty much sells the same stuff, right? Oh, she has different stuff. Varmint rifles. What condition is my varmint rifle in? It could be repaired. Actually, I could sell you a few things, right? What is that? Is that a good pistol? Ooh! I need to repair that with something else. This looks interesting. It does a lot of damage. DPS, even in this shitty condition, DPS of 78? Yay! It's not selling that. I'm selling that though. Oh wait, what? Too much already?
Pleasure doing business with you. Later.
Okay, so let's see. Very good. Who are you? Oh, Veronica. Actually, you should stay
They'll never see the haymakers coming.
close, yes. Thank you. There should be another trader up here. Yes.
You a merc? 'Cause you don't look like a prospector.
Something like that. Are you an NCR soldier?
Hell yes, sir. Well, not officially. Not anymore. They mustered me out a year ago. Administrative discharge.
What was your rank?
Staff Sergeant, 3rd Platoon Bravo Company. I was at the dam when the Legion hit us 3 years back. That was a shitstorm, and don't let anybody tell you different. The brass tried to play it down, but most of them were back at McCarran.
Why did you leave the army?
I didn't. My CO ordered me to flog a couple deserters, and I told him to eat shit. So they kicked me out for insubordination. Those kids didn't desert. They just got liquored up on the strip and missed roll call. I don't know what else the brass expects. Half these kids don't get more than 2 weeks of training before they ship them out here.
How'd you end up selling weapons?
Going home didn't feel right. Not with those savages camped on the other side of the river sharpening their knives. And I still get to see my old platoon when they pass through here. Make sure the new CO is treating them right, and sneak them extra ammo. Anyway, I was always complaining about the standard issue gear. The new kids don't even get body armor. Can you believe that?
Go on.
So I hooked up with a couple other vets. Bribed a gunrunner. Now we're supplying grunts, mercs, and anybody else on our side. We don't make much, but at least we're saving lives.
The NCR doesn't have the caps to outfit their troops?
Vegas is bleeding us dry. We're tossing caps at 100 different problems, while Caesar bides his time and lets us wear ourselves out. This war is gonna bankrupt the NCR, unless we finish off the Legion fast and dirty. We shouldn't be perched up at the dam. We ought to be crossing the Colorado and sticking a boot up Caesar's ass.
Show me what you have for sale.
Sure, no problem.
She actually has a truckload of money. She has reinforced combat armor. It's expensive as fuck, but it is nice too. But I can't spend money on that, sorry. Also, reinforced metal armor, very useful to repair power armor. And a sniper rifle, but you need a strength of 6, so no. And a sniper rifle suppressor, that's good to have. But I'm not buying that, but I'm selling you stuff. She doesn't have that pistol, right? She only has... Oh, she has a silencer for that. Oh fuck, 2,000? How about I don't buy that then? I can't... I have to keep my money together, really, I'm sorry. You will see, sooner or later. I need it for important things, and once I have the important things, then I can start spending it. Not earlier. And that's it? Nothing else to be sold? Guess not. Fine, whatever. So we're up to 22,000, which is quite a bunch in caps. I like that. What's in here? Nothing really. You are an
Nelson's
NCR
back in our
trooper.
hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Yeah, I actually got Nelson back. This one is empty. So we might want to go down here. And talk to him.
Is there some reason I should be talking to you?
So you're a gun runner.
Like you have a clue what that even means.
Tell me about the gun runners.
The gun runners have been putting rapid-fire death dealing in the hands of anyone who needed to defend himself for over a century. We're the NCR's #1 supplier of weapons and ammunition. You might call us an unofficial branch of the Army.
What do you do?
I'm a salesman. I swing through McCarran and the Dam once a week or so to take orders. But lately, I spend most of my time in this piss heap. Ever since the 15 shut down, all caravans come through here, right to me. I check the stock and direct deliveries onward to meet orders. Sure, it stinks to hang out here, but it won't be forever. Plus, I can afford a monthly bender on the strip and still build up my nest egg.
Tell me about gun runner caravans.
Not much to tell. A Brahmin or two loaded up with weapons, and a whole mess of well-armed guards to make sure it ends up where it's supposed to. One nifty bit, though. The gun cases are rigged to explode, so trying to loot one of our caravans doesn't do much good. And that's how the NCR stays equipped. The only thing we don't bring in is energy weapons.
Why don't you need an energy weapons?
We used to, but every caravan carrying them was getting ambushed and wiped out by someone sophisticated enough to know which was which. We think it was the Brotherhood of Steel. Those crazies always go hard for energy weapons. But the NCR would rather pretend they killed all of them.
I don't like your attitude.
You like it any better if I tell you to fuck off?
Okay, whatever.
Still making a nuisance of yourself?
Yeah, what do you have?
Am I selling? Yeah. Am I selling to you? No. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but you're small time. Move along.
I think a guy like you could get his pick of killing gear.
You might be onto something. I'd like to hang on to any weapons mods I run across. Take a look.
Okay, so gun. It's useful to have a gun skill. So now he sells to me too. So what do we have? 44 revolver scope. Yeah, cool. So I really like to mod my weapons, but right now I need the ammo for something else. The Cowboy Repeater is also quite expensive. Hunting revolver 6-shot cylinder. Whatever. Time for me to go.
Later. Still making a nuisance of
Yeah,
yourself?
he always says that. So where can I buy some weapons?
There's usually a gun merchant hanging around topside. I'm sure she'll take care of you. Take a look.
Yeah, once you've passed the check, he always sells to you. And I guess
Later.
once you have a high enough level, he sells to you too. Let's talk to you too, my friend.
Hello.
Hi. What's in here?
Hi, mister. I hope you're doing fine today.
How's the weather, Mr. Forecaster? Where are your parents, kid? Are you here all alone?
I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own.
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Oh, I don't sell things, mister. I sell thoughts.
You sell thoughts? Wait, you don't sell that junk behind you?
That's not junk. That's other people's thoughts. People had to think to make them, and the thoughts got stuck inside. I need other people's thoughts to fill my head when I'm not thinking myself. Otherwise, it's kind of empty.
You sell thoughts?
I can take off my medicine and do some thinking. People say it's real interesting. I don't know, because I never hear it. Some people say that it's a gift. Other people say it's the kind of thinking anyone could do if they watched more than they talked. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking.
What is your medicine? How do you take it off?
This thing on my head is headache medicine. It works real good, except I can't think when it's on. Really think, I mean.
I'll pay 100 caps to hear your thoughts.
Great! What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want?
Do you thinking about me?
Okay. Let me take off my medicine. Your face does the thinking. 2 to the skull, yet 1 gets up. Odds are against you, but they're just numbers after the 2 to 1. You're playing the hand you've been dealt, but you don't let it rest. You shuffle and stack. And a gamble. A gamble that may pay off, but how? Forecast? Rapidly changing conditions. A lot of thinking. Most of it in your face. It's almost shouting at me. Sorry if I said anything weird.
Here's another 100 caps. I want to hear your thoughts again.
Sure, I could do some more thinking. What should I do my thinking about this time?
Do your thinking about everywhere.
Well, let me take off my medicine. Bull and bear over the dam, at each other's throats. But a light from Vegas? Balls spinning on the wheel, more than 2 at the table, placing bets. All lose in different ways. A dam of corpses, towns of corpses, scattered across the sand. But whose? In what shares? Even the dealer doesn't know. Forecast, a rain of blood will flood the desert and not purify it. Blah. Thinking about everywhere always makes me feel a little sick. Sure.
Do your thinking about here.
I need to take off my medicine. Local. The here and now. Little of interest. Things to buy. False hopes and regrets watered down, washed down in dirty glasses. With regret comes a girl, smiling sad, brown robe, name Veronica. Half here, wraps her and her heart up like a pack. In the pack, a key, some say. Forecast, cloudy with a chance of friendship. Ouch! Thinking small only hurts a little, but it's a sharp pain.
How do you know these things?
Oh, I don't know anything, mister. I just think it. And then, I don't.
I might be interested in buying your headache medicine. How much?
Thinking hurts you too? Aw, I wish I could let you have the one on my head, but I can't. It hurts real bad when I don't wear it.
So you're psychic. Any more thoughts I can pay you for?
Sorry, sir. All that thinking has made my head hurt. I don't think I'll be doing any thinking for a long time.
Okay, at least you're 300 bucks richer now. And I still have like 20,000. Where is it? I don't know. Oh, there. 22,000. So, yeah, that's the thing. So, I tend to come here often because of the, the selling of items. I guess we will go to the Rapcom headquarters next. And I would be somewhere... Where are you?
Hello.
Ezekiel.
Keep an eye out for trouble.
You do that. Would be somewhere over in this direction. And there's something else over here too. Interesting. So we will be taking a break and we will continue in the next video. So thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.